this presentation, titled The Restrainer, we're going to examine and see if the Bible identifies who it is, the one who holds back the secret power of lawlessness, who when he is taken out of the way, the Antichrist will be revealed. For hundreds of years, people have been guessing. Now let's see what the Bible has to say. In the Bible, we're told that Satan tries to thwart God's plans in many ways, including killing his people. In this presentation regarding the restrainer, we're going to see that the Bible tells us the identity of the one who holds back Satan, the secret power of lawlessness, the one that Paul described in 2 Thessalonians. I am author and speaker Richard Peary. Join with me in this examination of the biblical story about the restrainer. Before we start our examination of biblical prophecy, we should understand that Bible prophecy is history written in advance. Bible prophecy tells everything ahead of time, and Bible prophecy is for the benefit of God's people. Now let's look at the passage where the Apostle Paul talks about the restrainer, the one who holds back the power of lawlessness. In this passage in 2 Thessalonians 2, we are told that the secret power of lawlessness is already at work. We know him to be Satan. The one who now holds it back will continue to do so until he is taken out of the way. This is the restrainer. Then the lawless one will be revealed, whom the Lord will overthrow. This is the Antichrist. Now let's dig into this mystery about who is the restrainer who holds back the secret power of lawlessness. Our first clue to the identity of the restrainer is found in Daniel 10, where we're told that there is one that holdeth with me in these things. It's Michael, the archangel. Our next clue about the restrainer is found in Daniel 12. We're told that Michael, again, the great prince who protects your people, will arise. Then there will be a time of tribulation, such as not happened from the beginning of the nations until then. That will be the great tribulation. At that time your people, everyone whose names are found written in the book of life, will be delivered. This will be the resurrection of the dead and the rapture of the living, everyone whose name is found written in the book. We see Michael taking action, then the Great Tribulation starts to take place, and following the Great Tribulation, after the defeat of the Antichrist, the followers of Christ will be delivered. The next time we see Michael in the Bible is in Revelation 12. We see a similar picture that we saw in Daniel's prophecy, where Michael takes action. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon and his angels fought back. And then we're told that Michael threw the dragon, Satan, down to earth. And of course, we learned in Daniel that this happens probably about the time of the Great Tribulation. Also in Revelation 12, we see that when Satan is thrown down to earth, that he pursues the woman Israel. But Israel is given a place of protection in the desert for 3.5 years. So Michael throws Satan down to earth, and Satan pursues Israel during the time of the 3.5 years of the Great Tribulation until the end of the age. Here in Revelation 13, we find that when Michael throws Satan to earth, that Satan gives his power and throne and great authority to the Antichrist, who is the one responsible for perpetrating the Great Tribulation on the people of God for 3.5 years. Then, during this time of the Great Tribulation, Satan will be unrestrained on earth, and the Great Tribulation, we know, lasts 3.5 years. Now, with what we learned in Daniel and in Revelation, let's review again what Paul wrote in 2 Thessalonians about the restrainer. The secret power of lawlessness is already at work. Michael, who now holds it back, will continue to do so until he is taken out of the way. Then the lawless one, the Antichrist, will be revealed, who the Lord will overthrow with his coming. So Satan is the secret power of lawlessness, Michael is the restrainer, and Antichrist will be revealed. It seems quite clear when you put all the pieces together that Michael is the restrainer of Satan, and that Michael will continue to restrain Satan until the appointed time when Michael throws Satan down to earth, and then he no longer restrains Satan. And when Satan is no longer restrained by the one who protects God's people, then God's people will be vulnerable. And we learn that God's people will be very vulnerable because they will be persecuted and put to death for a period of 3.5 years of what Jesus called the Great Tribulation. Clearly, the Bible reveals everything we need to know about the time of the end.